Back here with another video, man. Today we're going to be responding to all the comments. I told you guys I would respond to everything with the situation that we had earlier this week. So I already responded to the reaction videos. Now we are going to respond to the comments, man. So this should be an interesting video. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Make sure to buckle that seatbelt, grab some popcorn, or maybe some like salt and vinegar chips. Those are one of my favorites. Definitely salt and vinegar chips are a huge W for me personally. But make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to leave a like on the video before we jump in. Let's get right into some of these comments, man. We are going to respond and rebuttal to some of them, man. Okay. So this is the first thing I wanted to mention in this video. A lot of people mentioned they're having issues logging into Myteam Mobile. And there are two scenarios, right? Either you were already logged in and now you can't log in again and your game is kind of glitching. I've actually had this happen where it just lags out after every game that I complete, or it keeps making you replay the SGA tutorial. And if either one of those things are happening, the most likely culprit is that you don't have enough storage on your phone. I think that the game as a whole is like 5 gigabytes or more, and every time there's an update to NBA 2K26 Myteam Mobile, that'll even like add another gigabyte or so. So make sure you have enough storage on your phone, man. Just go into your settings, clear your cache, do whatever you have to do. That is probably the issue. So I just kind of wanted to give that little tip because a lot of people were commenting about that. So I said I was going to respond to everything. Let's continue here. Okay, but that guy's literally the only person in the community that agrees with this content. And I bet if truth be told, he actually knows it's trash and just wanted something for clicks. No, not really. I just kind of wanted to give my genuine opinion and give a positive outlook and tell people, why those packs, the good aspects of those packs. There's more good aspects of the Battlegrounds packs last Tuesday than there are of the Best of My Team packs. And then your boy Gary Young. We already talked about Gary Young, but he's going to pop up again quite a few times in this video. Yeah, unfortunately, there are a lot of spineless clickbait content creators that go against the best interest of the community. It's obvious that they're 2K suck-ups. Well, just go ahead and watch my video with Rage Bait in the title, man, and you will see that I'm actually on the community side, and many people know that I am actually on the community side. It's funny how a lot of these rage comments, as well as a lot of people that comment rageful and hateful things on my channel, kind of type it out and it sounds very incoherent. It sounds like it's coming from a very uneducated person. Whereas in comparison, a lot of people that do see my views maybe don't even necessarily agree with them, but kind of see why my views are the way that they are, or people that are on my side sound like they are much more educated individuals. And this is a similar pattern that I'm seeing and I continue to see. So yeah, I just thought I would say that. I think that kind of reigns true. Okay. Um, Somebody commented content equals things to do, products equal packs. And then one guy said, I've said this before, and even the anti-pack crowd wanted to hang me. What is up with all the judgment? You get judged for being a VC pack ripper. You get judged for being an MT pack ripper. You get judged for being an offline only player. You get judged for being an online sweat. Can we just let everyone play the game that they want? Play the game the way that they want to play. I'm sorry, I'm having issues speaking. Yeah, I don't understand because there's no winning, right? It doesn't matter how you play this game. There's somebody that is going to have a problem with it, which is just it's very strange. And that is another similar pattern that we keep seeing. Okay, let's continue. Somebody thinks that because these opals are 600k plus, it is 2k playing around in the auction house. 2k never, put bots up or fix the prices of cards. That is not something that 2k does. I know this for a fact. I'm not trying to be, a 2k defender, a 2k shill. I'm not trying to get to fucking community day. I don't give a shit about any of that. I know a lot of people, think that I do, but I don't. Okay, let's continue. This is from Indie2K NBA. Me and Indy kind of have a rich history. I mean, if you know, you know. And I never really know when to take him serious because sometimes he'll go at me and then sometimes he'll act like he'll try to be nice to me. So it's interesting. But anyway, this comment said, this guy Heatfike is so weird. All he does is name drop you and Ty for clout. He's constantly ranting on with his negativity about you and Ty being negative lol. And he claims he's not defending this trash, but that he is trying to be positive about the game and the place that it is in. I personally think he is full of bullshit and negativity, and I don't see why he can't make content without name dropping and attacking the real content creators in our community. It just doesn't make any sense, and he's weird. Thank you, DBG, for your years of excellent content. And then I responded with, I don't see why you can't make content without stealing thumbnails because that is something that indie does. And I even offered to help him make thumbnails back, last summer. And he just kind of gave me attitude. Like it wasn't like attitude to the point where some of these guys are giving me attitude where it's just like a straight rant or just hateful. It was like sarcastic attitude. I can't even remember exactly what he said, but it was really, really strange. So let's continue, man. Let's continue on with some more of these comments. And here's Gary Young. Gary Young again. Anyone who even slightly defends me or, isn't 100,000% on DBG's side. You know what Gary Young always has to say? He says like things like "fuck out of here, bot. We know you're a 2K employee. Sucker's gonna suck a." Like, come on, man. You're trying to sound like sick and like you're gangsta or whatever with it. Come on. What are we doing, dude? Why are you defending DBG like he was your brother? Like seriously, man. Okay, let's continue. A lot of people saying that I went for DBG's LinkedIn page for the thumbnail. Actually, I went into Google Images and it was the image that I knew would be the easiest to remove the background and get DBG's full head. So it's as simple as that, man. I mean, no, I did not go onto his LinkedIn. That is the reason I used the picture I used, because a lot of the pictures are kind of like cut off on parts of the creator's head, and this was DBG's full head. And I knew that it'd be easy to remove the background. That's why I used the picture, man. Not that it should matter, but I just thought I would explain. Let's continue here. Heatvike needs to go down to NXT or the Performance Center and work on his gimmick. Let's see if this Alex Caruso sold here, man. Come on. Can someone please go buy this Alex Caruso for $79.50? I'd be very, 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 very thankful. No, you don't have to. I'm just totally joking. But let's continue. I don't know. I don't even really know what that means, to be honest. It might have something to do with like WWE or something of that nature. No, Mick, you're an NBA 2K legend. I actually don't disagree. Everyone thinks that I hate Ty and DBG. I don't. Sometimes I just disagree with the things that they say. So I would agree with that. And then he said, don't worry about these brain rot kids. Come on, man. I'm almost 25 years old. I ain't no brain rot kid. I just try to come at things from a logical perspective where I see both 2K's side and the player base's side and the creator's side. And then I kind of set my expectations at a certain bar accordingly so that I'm not waking up depressed when I see the content that is dropped. You guys know all this. So then there was this one guy that commented, and I think that I actually thought this was an interesting take. This is what I actually said. He kind of thought that I should have addressed this situation on a one-on-one type of basis. Like I should have just DM'd Ty or DBG, which I thought that was an interesting take. And maybe it's not the worst take in the world. But the reason I make videos is because you guys always know I have like 30 minutes of things to say. And also because I think I don't want to do it in the DMs because I want everyone to see what is being said. So that's the reason I do things the way that I do. But I have nothing against that guy. I totally think that was an interesting take. But yeah, anyway. Apparently I have zero quality in my audio. Yeah, I don't have like a multi-$100 or multi-$1,000 setup, but I've heard a lot worse audio quality out there, man. I'm just saying. I know mine's not the best, but hey, yeah, that's all that I got to say about that. Let's continue. Clearly a 2K worker, like you said, he was a pack opener in the beginning and probably he get the best players you ever seen. Best thing is to not react to this shit. Oh man. It's really unfortunate that Ty, because we all know what happens. Ty says things and then everyone takes it for gospel. Same with DBG. So it's really unfortunate that Ty said that I'm a VC pack ripper and I give 2K all my money, which just isn't true. But so many people are taking that for a fact, and this is one of those people. So unfortunate that he said that and, didn't do the research, but hey, what can I do? What can I do? Maybe next time you get better pack luck, LMAO, is this MF really for real? The D riding for 2K is crazy. How is telling somebody that next time they might get better pack luck D riding for 2K? That's just having a positive attitude and trying to say something positive to somebody so that they aren't feeling down in the dumps due to their pack luck. That has nothing to do with D riding 2K. So I don't understand that one. This was an absolute flood. Ty fried this dude. We've seen a lot of these comments. Sorry, there. I just got a text. I'm gonna actually have to text that back. Somebody wants to call me. I'm gonna say apologize. Okay. That person will not be calling me. They will be waiting until I'm done recording. Okay, let's continue. I apologize for that. This was an absolute flood. Ty fried this dude. Lol. There was a lot of comments like this saying that I got absolutely cooked and stuff, and really, it's kind of funny because the crutch of Ty's entire argument that it was that I rip packs for VC, which isn't even true, and that was the main baseline of his argument. So saying that I got cooked is honestly hilarious. And then you guys saw my rebuttal to all the points. I literally rebutted every single point that Ty made in his video against me. So saying I got cooked, I mean, think what you want to think, and if it makes you happy that I got cooked, then I guess that's a W, man. But I don't know. I really don't know. I watched this guy's vid before Ty reacted to it. Okay, this person's left a lot of comments too. I don't think it's at the point where we need a name drop like the other guy, but hey, let's just continue. I watched this guy's vid before Ty reacted to it. My conclusion was that he's either extremely delusional or that he wanted this to sound so awful that you'd make a reaction vid to it. I don't know. Maybe I am a slight bit delusional. I just like to think that I have a very positive attitude towards everything and try to keep the vibes right. When the vibes are getting killed by certain creators, I like to kind of just try to keep the vibes up just a little bit for some of y'all, man. That's kind of my goal, I guess. The closest clear definition of a gambling problem is still gambling when you can't win. And under 1% odds, yes, you might have a gambling problem. Maybe you're right. Maybe me opening up base packs all the time, maybe I do have a gambling problem. Maybe I do need to step back and say, well, maybe it's me. No, I'm totally joking. You guys know how I feel about that. This dude's 100,000% hoping that for that invite to community day, blah, 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 blah. I'm sucking Ronnie's toes. Oh, that's a good one, man. Never trust a pack opening content creator that clearly goes against the best interest of the community. He's clearly baiting. I think going against the best interest of the community is being constantly negative and having just repetitive rant content, as well as content where your opinion changes on a week to week basis. Yeah, anyway, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Guy is an attention seeker. He loves 2K. He's trying to get to community day. Another one. I'm a spineless pawn. I'm the real problem. This guy's videos are all the same. This guy's a Carlo fan delusional. Actually, Carlo's been being kind of negative towards the game lately. I mean, towards the beginning of the year, he was being positive when I was being positive. But, I don't know. I mean, I am a fan of Carlo. I'm not going to, say that I'm not, because I definitely am. This dude is definitely... There's a lot of people that say this, too, that I'm a new gen, and I I've only been playing this year. I dropped 450K on a box. I'd be jumping at everything on defense and off ball in the corner shooting whites just to get popped by 20. Another very incoherent comment where I kind of just had to skip through it because the grammar is off and there's really no flow to what he said at all. Um, I'm trolling, I'm clickbaiting. Some of this is starting to get repetitive. I apologize. We will get into some new ones, though, with some new takes. Man, if I knew being such an idiot would get this much attention, I would have made a video like this. Man, I don't even know what to say to that. Trying to get a job at 2K. Uh, this guy is usually with Ty, but how is the worstman get a Tuesday drop of like 20 new opals? How is this bad? That's exactly what I'm trying to say, man. Hey, W take. W take. Someone thinks that the topper should have been an opal. Yeah, I mean, if the topper in the 51 pack box was an opal, it would be a W, but then they wouldn't sell any Hoth boxes. So I understand it, but it still would have been a W. And they kind of needed to drop Hoth boxes because there wasn't any on Friday. I don't know. Honestly, maybe it would have been better if there was top boxes on Friday and then opal topper this last Tuesday for sure. So I agree with that. Defending 2K's predatory greed practices. I'm rage baiting, and this is my first year playing Myteam. More of that. People getting pissed because they decided to spend all their MT on packs and didn't get enough pieces for the cars that they want. That's a very common trend. I'm defending this comment so I can get my 20-second dopamine hit off of MT packs. Well, you want to know what? Even if that was the case, I'd rather have a 20-second dopamine hit than just be negative every day. I mean, I'm going to be real. That's just the way that I see it. I'm delusional, and I think that Ronnie will give me free players. Oh, man, we're getting down to the bottom here, so we're starting to see some ones that are going to be really good, like that. Somebody thinking that the lower rep you are, the better pack. How is this take still a thing? People think that newer players get better pack odds. Like, how is that? We know that this isn't the case. So I don't know why that is still something that is getting said. It's just honestly kind of funny. Um, did this guy say it might be scammy and it could be better in the same sentence with a bunch of laughing faces? How is that? How does that make it so that I've lost my damn mind? Yeah, it's a little scammy and it could be better. I don't know how that contradicts itself at all, if that's what you're trying to say. I don't know. Another incoherent comment. Um, Crazy thing is nobody I know even plays like this dude. Okay. I don't have a problem with that. Let's continue. Someone talking about some budget cards that they have fun with. W. I like seeing those type of comments. Ty let him say I'm a little bit disappointed, paused and went in on him. I'm dying. He got cooked. Literally after Ty said I'm a little bit disappointed as well, all he said was that I'm a VC pack ripper. So apparently, having the main point of your argument be a false point is just absolutely cooking me, okay? If you think it's a W, I think it's a W, man. I'm here for y'all. Whatever y'all do not go to this bozo's vid channel to hate. He doesn't deserve any engagement whatsoever. Well, you know what's hilarious, Andy B clips? I think you commented like 12 or 13 times on my last couple videos after telling everyone to not go engage with my content. You went and did exactly what you're telling people not to do, and I am the one who's being contradictory. I am the one who's being contradictory. Remember that. Remember this. I watched a Hevac video before. Boring hate spew. I blocked him from my feed. W. 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 This guy said, I support you, but I think your whining in earlier games about people being rewarded for spending money and pacing has led to what packs are today, as well as where the game is. Respectfully, the game is not rewarding for anybody who isn't on your level of competition. Content would be nice, but settling for a diamond isn't it. Being forced to play game modes I don't enjoy for anything semi-rewarding is ridiculous. Being forced to use players I don't want on my team isn't it, because the mode is supposed to be my team. The auction house is an unattainable option for unrealistic price tags. For the common player, this game isn't it. Long gone are the unlimited limited days. Salary cap is cheeks. King of the court is cheeks for anybody that's not you, respectfully. I actually agree with the first part of this comment. I think a lot of content in prior years has led to packs and content being the way that they are. So I actually agree with the first part of that comment. And then the second part of the comment is just pointless ranting, but you don't even know what BS comes out. Pause, think about it. I don't even know what that's supposed to really mean. This is now on my video. Not really, kinda. I'm out 1 minute in respectfully. Brother, what are you even trying to say, to be honest? I don't even know how to respond to something like that because I don't know what it means. It's just like a word salad. Just dropped in to say you're an idiot. No watch time. Just wanted to say that. You're exactly the kind of person 2K loves. Give crap content. You say it could be worse. Stop it making videos. No one cares. All right. I mean, there's some people that care, which is a W. I care. I care about the community. I care about the game. A lot of you guys do as well. And even though you didn't give me any watch time and all that kind of stuff, you still left a comment, which still helps me just a slight bit. So I'm still winning here. You know what I mean? Yo, Ty is roasting your shit. Said Aiden is based. You just know the type of kid that kid is, man. I mean, come on. Ty just ate you for breakfast, bro. You're done here. Never gonna be done. This got to be the channel. First year playing my team. No 2K knowledge whatsoever. You want to, but you. I mean, seriously. With some of these people that say these things, I would love to put together one of those Jeopardy boards and play a little 2K quiz against you guys. 2K20 and after. Guarantee I'd win every time. But anyway. You're not a whale. You're not good at the game, so I think you've taken on the role of representing an opinion that no one else wants to represent because it's obviously stupid. Congratulations on the worst video of 2026. Hey, man. Just major W's all around on this one, though. Okay, and then there's a lot of people that say things like this. Contradict yourself to multiple times, lol. At least when I call someone out for contradicting themselves, I actually go into depth explaining how they contradicted themselves. This person didn't, so I'm still waiting. You know, tell me how I contradicted myself, and then we can go from there. Delusional clown. I come straight from Ty's video to tell you and your fans that if you love gambling so much, just go to a casino and you'll be better off than just glazing a money-hungry company that doesn't care about their consumers. Next time, just say all this glazing is because you're trying to get an invite to Community Day or get a logo. Mode is broken because of people like you. Like, bruh. What are we even doing? Hey man, are you stupid? Do you have mold in your house? A gas leak. 2K is inviting you to Community Day, bro. Zip it up. Oh man. Thank you guys for giving me something to laugh about, to be honest. Same guy that said that he doesn't want anyone to go to my channel for engagement says, I'm halfway through this video and this guy hasn't made a good claim yet. He's just talking out his ass and people are eating it up. All right. Again, tell me, you know, the claims that I made that weren't good. Like, let's be specific here. If you're gonna come at me with an argument, show up with some facts. You know, show up backing up your claims, and let's do it, you know, in a logical way. You know what I mean? Like, I prefer if we're gonna make an argument, let's throw facts at each other. Let's throw information at each other. Let's not just say something. Let's back ourselves up. You know what I mean? In what world is a compulsive order fine just because it brings you joy? So I think that he's referring to packs. That is where the fine line is. If you have like, if you're impulse buying packs or it's a compulsive order for you buying packs, that is a problem. That is, you know, where people talk about where it's a gambling issue, especially if it's VC packs. And then he said because it brings you joy. The people that packs bring joy to are people that don't have a problem. So this is a case where this guy is just kind of mixing the two groups together type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you're too bad for my team community. This content is bad, so bad that you wanted to delete the game. Oh, Lord. You absolute clown. I pray they delete this entire channel. Delete your channel. I ain't gonna lie. These couple people that said these things are negative on every single video. It's just rants galore. So, of course, that's what they're gonna leave on my video. I'm not surprised. All that money spent in this game for less than 1,000 subs. Yes, it's sad. Remove this video. You're making fun of yourself. Or no, I think he's meant to say making a fool of yourself, but then spelled fool like Full, which is interesting. Uh, I've been no money spent since 2K22, bro. Like, I don't even know what to tell you. Like, since 2K23, my content, as I've already explained, is showing you guys how to make as much MT possible from the auction house and showing you that you guys can open up packs for free. So, yeah. Liar, we have all seen you open up packs. Bro went from no money spent to recent VC in his argument. Yep, a liar lies. Yeah, but again, apparently I'm devil spawned since I opened up packs with VC a few times back in the day. I guarantee you I've spent less money on this game in the last 6 years than both DBG and TY. Guaranteed. I'm not sure if you own or can afford a ceiling fan due to your view count, but if you do, string yourself up like Christmas tree. Thanks. This one was really good. As pathetic as this guy's vids are, do not under any circumstance say awful unhuman things like this, please. It helps neither side. I just want the room properly lit. I love the positivity. It just makes us look bad. The guy who made the vid is a genuine piece of shit, but telling him to hang it up got to be over the line. I don't even know what to say, guys. You can make of that what you want to make of it. I just thought I don't even know how to respond to that. Honestly, just laugh about it. To be honest. You're right, you said it yourself. You don't understand. I cannot believe there are people that think it's okay for 2K to come out with awful content and then you'll say you don't have to engage with it. Stick with Breakout then. What is the point of this game mode if 2K can come out with multiple sets of content that people won't engage with? What is the point? I went and watched some of your other vids for context, came to the conclusion that you're either a rage baiting 2K shill or realize you're so boring that you have to piggyback off bigger names in your titles. Because no way any reasonable person should make such ridiculous claims against other players, creators, and their community. So I've explained this before, and I haven't explained it in the last couple days, so I guess that I'll explain it again. These challenges over here, these challenges for the pink diamond piece, even if this was for an opal piece or a dark matter piece, I'm actually at the point where I'm glad that it's not because I have no interest in playing 16 full lineup games. So since there is no pressure to engage with this content, I can continue to play Breakout, which I enjoy more. So for me, it's a W. I know that's an extremely positive way of looking at it, which apparently is wrong again, but that is the way that I think about it. You know what I mean? I'm just here to dislike and leave. W, thanks for the view, man. Thanks for the view. Thanks for the comment. Major, major W on your part. Okay, so I think that that's about it. Again, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like in the video before you guys head on out of here. I'll have much more My Team content coming soon. Love you guys, man. And I will see you guys in the next video.